Hello everyone, so let's start the press conference with Los, representing the team, Enatron and Invokidq.
Bruna from the gaming era. I would like to talk about the draft, especially in this last game. Why pick Nocturne, and especially without Orianna?
In the current meta, there are lots of engaged junglers that are strong, and in Fearless, as the series progresses, the value of immobile carries rise, right? Like in this case, enemy were playing Misfortune and Syndra, so we had two options actually. We could have went Malphite to punish this, or we could have went Nocturne, and we do believe as a team that Nocturne Aurora is also a very strong combo. Nocturne Orianna is probably the only combo that you can play game one, but as the series progresses, Nocturne Ari, Nocturne Aurora becomes more prevalent, you know. But it depends on your information on enemy carries.
Do you guys regret picking Nocturne? Would you do different in this part of the draft?
No, not really. To reflect on your question, I can say that I made a big mistake on game 3 draft.
Hey guys, Bruce from Ilhanas Lens. My question is about, you guys think the top 4 is fine, is enough for you guys?
And I'll just say what I said also in the room with the guys, that we are all doing this because we are competitors. We are all doing this job, we play this game because we all want to win, right? Of course, many times I have come here, like I said, we are a young roster and we need to improve and learn all the time. So of course, being first in the regular season and not winning any games in the playoffs in the end, I think this is a bit of a failure in that sense. But I don't think the amount of experience and lessons, especially for the younger members of our team, that we do through this process, is something that can help us build even better for the future. Other teams have been doing change members in this playoffs so far, like every team almost have talked or even changed some members, you know, or even talked at the end of their split that we're gonna make changes. We are not this type of mentality here. We are here to support our players, we're here to help them grow. And if at the end they are all champions, then we'll be all together champions. If not, then hopefully we're in a better spot than just being a top 4 team.
You feel the same?
Yeah.
Hi guys, Artis, P3GL. My question is about the playoffs games. If you guys think the Fearless draft impacted it on your guys' results, because in MD1 games you were the best, like top 1, and when it comes to playoff, you guys just win one game and then don't encounter the perfect draft to keep winning, you know?
Obviously, preparing for a best of 1 is infinitely easier because you can take account for many risks, right? But in a fearless environment, you need to be more adaptive. And I will be very honest, I think against Loud last week, we didn't do that good, you know, in terms of this. But this week, I would say 4 out of 3 games, we were really happy as a team, you know, and we did a better job when it comes down to this. However, there's a reality of execution and pressure too, and as series progress, when we don't have momentum as a team, we tend to struggle. So I think we paid the price of this series. I would even say that if the result of game 2 is different, we're talking an entire different series. But this is a problem that we need to tackle going on into the next split. About Fearless itself, I think as coaches we really like because we have more freedom to do what we want, and it gives creativity to both of us. But we need to tackle our problem, which is to perform under pressure and perform when we are down momentum, when we lose games, to keep the same level of game.
So you guys think the problem of the 2 last games were more macro than draft?
yes, execution and also mental-wise.
Okay, thank you.
Some of the questions in the score. Dori, can you read the question?
Hello, Dori from Paladori. My question is about training. In a previous press conference, I think Enatron said the quality wasn't good, and today's result is a reflection of this week's training practice. And why?
Actually, one of the reasons why we are standing here being a bit sad, it's not necessarily that we lost and we ended up fourth, but it's actually that, in my opinion, after the last series, we couldn't reflect our proper training that we had the last 2 weeks. I think we had this split in total, like the first 2 weeks of practice and these 2 weeks right now going into the Furia series were the 4 best weeks of practice. Like I can even talk with numbers, like we were on a 70% win rate in the last 2 weeks. We were very consistent when it came down to our practice, tackling our problems, taking a numerous amount of drafts, many that actually even happened today in the Furia games. And something we said with the players that you go in the comfort of your house, you play the same draft, probably you're talking about an easy win, especially like a game like the second game. So I think it has to do a lot right now, transitioning this practice onto stage. And what we discussed a bit before about momentum in the series, how we can avoid bad mentality after a loss, how we can reform and treat the next game like it's a new one. And this is valuable experience that you don't get in practice, but you get it through official games. I think Furia, for example, were phenomenal, because after that first game, they come on the second game and they play like it's the first game of the series, you know. But us, when we lost the second game, afterwards, we're still thinking the second game probably, and people were pressured themselves. And I think this is something that we need to gain experience to become better as a team, as a squad. Doesn't mean for all the players, and I don't single out a single player in the guys, but it's something that requires sometimes time, especially on players that are maybe younger on the scene or don't have too much playoff experience.
Thank you.
Yeah, can you make a question?
Yeah, sure. Good afternoon, Enatron and Invokidq. I'm Deixe from Esports. My question is for whoever feels more comfortable answering. I'd like you to comment on the draft in the game 3, where you choose to face Furia as Ashe instead of Combo. How was the preparation plan against that, and how did the discussion go around picking Jhin with the weak strength? Thank you.
I already apologized to the players because I think that game is lost on draft. We were aware of Ice Seraphine, and honestly, we were playing a really good answer into it, but I'm not gonna reveal it because maybe in spring it comes up, you know. In the nick of time, we were thinking about something related to topside picks, so it was a bit quick, you know. We couldn't adapt faster, and we made a mistake. We were not that happy because we knew that this duo is a duo that Furia is really comfortable at, and we needed to play extremely high tempo. If we drop the ball once this game, and Ice Seraphine takes one break, it will be infinitely harder for us. So as coaching staff, we know minute 15, we know the game was over because they had the second break and they had both side tempo.
Hi guys, I am Hax from the Lendas. And yesterday, Talkers was here and he said that League of Legends today is pretty simple, that it's about winning lanes and stacking drakes, and I want to know your opinion on this.
Actually, I used to say this before in my previous years. I have been coaching now for 10 years, so many times I have said to my teams, yeah, League of Legends is pretty simple, but through the years, actually there is a number of variables that you have to take into consideration, that they make the game sometimes a bit more complicated. I think a team that has a very great understanding of tempo inside the game, then it can dictate much more of the game than just saying something like, I'm stacking dragons, or stacking dragons is a method to cheat a bit the players that understand better the tempo, in my opinion, for example. I think the good team is the team that understands tempo and the strengths of the squad and how they need to play their comp. So as you see already, I mentioned 3 variables, and if we go into more details, technicalities inside the game, We can discuss about item spikes, resets, lane swaps in some metas, you know. So, of course, right now we can say the way the game is, that laning phase is very important with the quest and everything. And maybe the dragon stacking can make it easier, or a team to play easier around that. For example, Arda mentioned about the Seraphine, if they take a second dragon, probably the game becomes hard. But I think it has to do a lot about the nature of the compositions, rather than actually, I play League of Legends and win lanes, I'll take dragons, oh, I'm gonna win the game. Because in the end, our team, for example, we lost despite sometimes taking, yeah. the truth is that sometimes we're taking the dragons, but we're not closing the game, for example, you know. So I don't think it's that simple, but for sure, there is a way in which you can direct a team identity and make the game simple for them. But it doesn't mean that it's the full right way to play the game. So yes.
So that's it. Thanks so much, guys, and good luck in the next match.
Thank you as well.
Thank you.